Okay, so in terms of how the Theosophical Society influenced modernity, we can take a very quick look from the very start. 1875. Helena Blavatsky, a Russian immigrant mystic, and Henry Steele Olcott, a Civil War war hero and general, who was the lead prosecutor against the assailant who assassinated Lincoln. So, in many ways, the Theosophical Society had an aura of being a court of military protection very early on. Because military generals were fascinated by theosophy. You can look throughout history and see that many military generals did evoke theosophical influence, whether in Germany or in the United States. It's very special. And I also want to add that soldiers of the Baha'i faith served on the Union side. And that's another important fact because the Baha'i faith did influence Helena Blavatsky because she saw the unity of religions. So in many ways, Theosophy was a new religious movement, and it was drawn inspiration from multiple factors, including the grassroots spiritualism that was very popular in the 1850s and 60s, as Lincoln would, and his wife, would have seances in the White House. So the First Lady and Lincoln, together, they were spiritually open-minded people. And there was a sense of connecting with spirits and a thirst for deeper wisdom. So this notion of deeper wisdom, it goes back to Hermetic principles. And that means principles that have refined knowledge. And these tunnels of refined knowledge, they're kept by different organizations. So an example of an organization that specializes in certain refined knowledge is Freemasonry. With such a rich history connecting to the Knights Templar and the construction of beautiful churches for the Christian faith. These are the men and the women who shaped the spirit for American democracy and for a free republic. It's a notion of believing in a higher power. And so in many ways, the secret society world was another means for people to express their spiritual growth. Because when you are curious about these sort of topics, you are thirsty for wisdom. Yet you care about history and traditions, and that you really value uplifting yourself. Because when people enter the chambers of the secret society world, the chances of them being highly successful increases drastically. Someone like Arnold Palmer was a Freemason. Someone like George Washington was a Freemason. Benjamin Franklin. From the early days to now, people draw benefits from it and other people have different outcomes, and it wasn't as good for them. So it is a mixed batch. It can be very good and it can be very bad. And that is why we are free. We are free to explore and free to search, to find our little niche. And when you do, your soul is uplifted. So, the deep state is a reflection of us. It's a reflection of your own network. Because everybody has a deep state within. It's just how far it goes and how deep.